that they let you know.
Okay, Coach, it is most likely the final go-around here in this building, but the NFL playoffs have come to sold-out Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson. Straight ahead, we punch the second of 2 tickets to the AFC title game, and we've got a great one in store between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Los Angeles Chargers. This is fielded at the goal line. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
Let's go!
Yellow, go on, Eddie!
They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And that's not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. To throw, it's Mahomes. That's caught. It's DeMarcus Robinson. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. He's got the first down and more past midfield. He gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a first down.
First down, Kansas City. Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time. 44. Mike.
Mahomes now on first down. And off his back foot, he'll heave this one. Trying to fight his tight end, Kelsey, and it's intercepted. Desmond King picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Kelsey, the intended receiver there.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 9-yard line.
Get 180! Round 80!
Don't let him breathe!
Following the interception here, Rivers. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And he'll go out of bounds just shy of the 20. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
Block 15!
First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Buffalo one.
50.
Behind!
Rivers on first down. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was looking for Travis Benjamin that time. And now it's second down.
And that's what he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Cluster.
Mike, 53.
They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. And an alley to run. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it's going to be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Hey, box truck.
Watch the slant.
Behind!
A first down throw here for Rivers. Benjamin with it over the middle. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A very solid gain of 27.
Chargers, first down. First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
So now first and 10 in Chiefs territory right at the 40. Rivers going to turn and give this one to his running back, Gordon. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon.
And nowhere to get away. Rivers is dropped. Frank Clark able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Now Rivers going to give it off to Gordon. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd. I was pretty surprised there when they lined up to run it on 2nd and long, but it worked out for them.
It certainly did, and that requires some confidence, some fortitude, and a little bit of hope, doesn't it? You hope you catch the defense just right and break off a big run to help yourself out on the next down.
Hey, Orbit. 80 high. Get high.
On 3rd down, Rivers. Open man, it's Allen. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a 1st down. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you get them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
180. 190.
Mike is 59. Mike to 59. Wild Bill. Shoot.
Back to the ground now with Gordon. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
He's a skinny. Round. 80 high.
Mike 50. Time to go.
To throw on 3rd down. Rivers. Now a hit, and Rivers lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Every possession in the postseason magnified. And look, it's just the opening drive. They didn't get the touchdown they wanted, but at least they got on the board.
They got on the board. They've got their home crowd into it as well. And remember, in the playoffs, the game slows down a little bit. So every point is precious.
The Chiefs let's go back. 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
The 1st down run not going to get them a whole lot. Maybe a yard. And it looks like just 1 yard there. So that'll bring up 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 37-yard line.
Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. The Chiefs with the football as we start the 2nd quarter, as they're looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go. On 2nd and 9, Mahomes caught. Kelsey left side, and he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a 1st down as well. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. They give it to Williams, running right. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Steps away to his left. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced the ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
On the tackle, it was the West Virginia man, Kaiser White.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Mahomes' pass caught by Watkins. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Give him 23 yards on the pickup. So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. This will be caught at about the 5. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal. And I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not out-and-out joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So they'll take the benefit, even though they wanted the 6 points.
And maybe wore down the other defense. We'll see. On 2nd and 12, Rivers to Gordon, out left. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Set, 180. Who that?
First down, Rivers. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Morris Claiborne. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
Well, Brandon, this is a former first-round pick, and he's been a bit of a disappointment in his career up till now, but he's still got room to grow. And this is an excellent play right here to come away with the football.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Derwin James with a pick. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
It's a first down and more for Gordon. And he cuts it right sideline. And he takes it all the way down to the 22. A big run there, 29 yards and a first.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him. But don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
Well, they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside that can run a play down.
And nobody leaked. Big play. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Nice job there defensively. A great time to dial up a blitz.
And give him credit under center instead of throwing it away. Actually, a pretty good job of getting past the line of scrimmage, not losing yardage.
Set, ready, 8, read. Number 61, matchbox, lights. Stay driven.
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. Forced out to his left. And avoids the contact by sliding. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10. They'll try to throw here. Rivers. That's complete. Right around the 8. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. From 10 yards out. And the Chargers are going to retake the lead. See, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Buying time to his left. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
Yeah, not much there that time. And I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away and he winds up only picking up a yard or two.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field, and that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. The Charger drive about to get going. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend.
Hey, team 6. Team 6. White.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Rivers. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's going to have to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Give him 15 yards on that one and a Charger first down. Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Mike, 53. 53. Mike.
White, 85.
On 2nd and 7, Rivers. Hunter Henry brings it in. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Rivers now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10. Now they run from the gun with Gordon. Oh, he's got some breathing room. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
How about that, partner? That's a gutsy run, a physical run, an explosive run, and he's inside the 10-yard line now. I don't know if you hand it to him again on this play, but make the defense think that you will, and maybe you have some options off of it.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this first half. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal.
Hey, Delta!
Hey, we got Mike 50, Mike 50, huh? Hey, let's
Hey, exit! Hey, hut!
They run it here with Gordon. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. And he will score. Touchdown, LA. A 10-yard touchdown run. And the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead.
That's a tough one there defensively because look at the stops they got on 1st and 2nd down, and it's 1st and 2nd and goal. And then on 3rd down, they cover the receivers, but they leave an alley open for him to find, and he does. That is frustrating. You do almost everything right, and he still ends up in the end zone.
Let's go. Let's do it.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Mahomes, he's going to fire one. That's caught at the 25. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Looking left side for Watkins, and he's got it. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This is a 40-yard attempt from the left hash. And this one is going to just tuck into the bottom left corner as he gets it to go. So it's on to halftime in this AFC divisional round matchup. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime.